Hello everyone, I just got back from the gym. I had a glutes and hamstring workout. It was really good. I haven't been to the gym in like 6 weeks, so I had to lower the weight for all of my sets and all the exercises, but I feel really good. I then went to the grocery store because I had to pick up some fresh eggs because I really want to make avocado toast with eggs on it for lunch. It's 2 p.m. so we're gonna make lunch, we're gonna shower, and then we're gonna do all of the business end of things that I have to get done today. But before we do that, I bought this local coffee. It's cold brew coffee with coconut water. So we are going to pour some because I didn't drink any coffee this morning. Some stevia, and then some oat milk. Let's taste test. That's really good. Now it's time to make lunch and then get into some work stuff for the day. I really, crossing my fingers, I get everything done by like 9 p.m. tonight because I've been editing every night till like 10 to 11:30. So that's why my sleep schedule is so not chill. Oh my gosh, so I just spent, it's 6 now, I just spent the past 3 hours working on the course and I feel really good about it. And I also just finished the challenge for TikTok. It's day 5 of the 7 days of putting yourself first. That's on my TikTok and my Instagram, so if you're interested in those, go to those social media accounts. They are different from the 7 days of you. They're just little mini tips, tricks, and tools, and not like this whole program. You also might hear my cat, let me get in the center of the frame. You also might hear my cat meowing. She just woke up from a nap. She is 110% fine. She just doesn't like when I lock her out of the room. But my dryer is going and I'm trying to get as minimal background noise as I possibly can. So let's go through today's journal prompts. Today's theme for the challenge, which I just start telling you guys about the theme, but there's a theme for every day. And this came to me like 3 days ago. I was like, there are going to be themes because then it makes it feel like everything's tying together and we're all relating to one specific theme. So today's theme is old habits die hard. Except this time we're killing them. We're killing the habits before they can die hard. The first one is, what did your life look like and how did it feel before starting this program? What were all the habits you used to have? It's helpful to write out your day from start to finish. So, I didn't write down all of the habits I have because with my non-negotiables, I have been like crowding out some of my old habits and putting in new ones. And I also was really sick before starting this vlog series. So my habits were laying in bed all day, every day because I was sick. So anyways, I wrote, before this challenge, I felt like I had no structure. I would come up with excuses as to why I wouldn't work out or eat right. I wouldn't prioritize my business. Instead, I would kind of run from it, which in turn made me feel like garbage. The habits I had, / still have, are excessive screen time, eating food that doesn't make me feel good, late night sleep schedule, ignoring my alarm in the morning, spending money on things that I don't necessarily need. Those are the ones that came to my head. There's more, I'm sure, but those are the ones that like came to my head. The second prompt is, what habits would you like to keep and which ones would you like to let go of? I would like to keep the morning routine I've created because I feel so amazing after I go through the 4 to 5 steps of my morning routine. I feel on top of the world. And then I said I'd like to keep bringing my water bottle everywhere. This isn't a habit I listed down, but I bring this bad boy everywhere. I always have a full water bottle wherever I go. And I wrote movement 4 to 5 times a week, because before this challenge and before I got sick, I would go to the gym 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week, and I would do weightlifting. And weightlifting made me feel so good, so on top of the world, so powerful and strong. And then when I went back today, I was so happy with myself. I felt so amazing. I felt on top of the world. I felt like I was like the baddest bitch in the room, even though I was the only woman there, but whatever. Felt really good about myself. And those are the only ones I wrote down that I'd like to keep, because I couldn't think of that much. I couldn't think of that many more, because I've been incorporating so many new habits this week that it wasn't fair to be like, these are my habits now, because that wasn't my life before, you know? And then I said I'd like to let go of eating dairy and gluten, because it makes me feel like garbage. Snoozing my alarm, because I snooze it 2 to 3 times every morning. Looking at my phone in the AM and the PM, which will in turn help me minimize my screen time. But looking at my phone right when I wake up and looking at my phone right before I go to bed is not helpful for my sleep schedule, and it's not helpful for my mind. I wrote spending money on food that I don't need. Takeout is my biggest weakness. My biggest weakness with spending money is takeout. Also books that I don't read. All these books over here, do you see them? I have to read a lot of them. This year is about reading the books that I have and not buying new ones. Not yet anyways. Eventually I will, but I want to get through some of the books I already have. And then I wrote wasting groceries, because I get takeout, and because I was being lazy for a while, a lot of the food that I had would go bad. Like I had half a dozen eggs that just spoiled because I wasn't cooking them, because I was like, I'm not interested in cooking them. So I had to buy new eggs. So I might as well minimize my grocery list, not buy too many things that are off my grocery list, so I can start eating through all my groceries each week. And then I wrote not reading. I'd like to let go of not reading so I can start reading, because we gotta get through those books, people. We gotta get through them. Number 3 was write a list of 5 to 10 habits or changes you'd like to adapt over the next 3 months. Feel free to categorize them. Yeah, girl, categorize them. So there's 3 under health and wellness, which is eat 90% of meals at home. I'm trying to minimize my takeout. I'm trying to minimize me going out to eat. So 90% of my meals I want to eat at home. Number 2 was to eat vegetables or fruit with each meal. So eat more produce with each meal, which I've been doing a lot this week, but I don't always incorporate produce in every meal, and I want to start eating more fruits and vegetables because they make me feel so much better. And then the third one was exercise 4 times a week, lift, and then 1 time a week do Pilates. I really like Pilates. It helps build major core strength. It is so hard for me, and I want to start incorporating that on one of my days where I'm away from the gym. I had one under social, which is call and see 1 friend or family member each week. I am the worst. I am the worst at making plans with friends and family members, or calling them and checking in on them. Like I said, old habits die hard. I have a habit of just like not communicating with anyone ever, and then trying to call 10 people in 1 week because I haven't talked to them in a month. And then I wrote for my business, spend more time in Taboo Prep School and develop my knowledge and skills as a coach. So in January, February, March, at the beginning of May, I have a certification program that I'm going through where I will become certified in life and success coaching, EFT, NLP, and then 2 more that I gotta decide. There's so many that I want to go through, so I haven't fully decided which are the other 2 modalities I want to be certified in. It is a year-long program, but it starts in May. And I have access to the prep school to prepare myself for the program, and I have been pushing it off and not doing it. So business-wise, I want to start doing more tasks to build my knowledge and my skills, and then prepare myself for the program that I'm taking in the spring. And then I have 5 under self, which is like self-love, self-care, self-development, all of those things. I wrote 1 self-care night per week, 2 lessen screen time by 20%, read before bed, wake up by 8 a.m. and sleep by 11 p.m., and track finances. So those were all for question 3. And then question 4, journal prompt 4, was create a plan of action. How are you going to hold yourself accountable? What steps will you take to ensure results? How are you going to celebrate your accomplishments? I wrote down a list for each one, so I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between these pages. So in order to eat 90% of my meals at home, I'm going to find recipes for inspiration and create an inventory of groceries. I saw my old personal trainer, Amanda Setti, I hope I said her last name right, but Amanda, she goes on this app called Notion, which I have, and she writes out her entire grocery inventory and then creates meals based on that. And there's also a bunch of recipes I'd like to try. So that's one way I'm gonna start eating 90% of my meals at home. How am I going to eat fruit and vegetables with each meal? Buy more produce. Buy produce I haven't tried before, so I'm excited to cook it. Exercise 4 times a week, / 1 times a week. Create an exercise schedule and use a habit tracker. For social, for the calling one family member or friend per week, create a list of family and friends and write the last time I called them. So I was thinking of writing like a cheat sheet of everyone's names and then a date of the last time I called them and then who I'm going to call each week. I think that'd be really helpful. For my business, which was to spend more time at doing prep school and developing my knowledge and skills as a coach, I said dedicate a day or a time frame to focus on the prep school and read more knowledge in books. So if I spend like an hour a day in prep school in the morning after I do my morning routine and eat breakfast or go to the gym, I think that'd be really beneficial. I think time blocking is going to help me a lot with a lot of the habits that I want to create. For myself, so one self-care night a week was just set aside and schedule a specific day. That's all I really have to do is schedule a day. Lessen screen time by 20%. I think by minimizing not using my phone in the morning and at night, I will literally be down 20% next week. Read before bed, habit tracker. I have a habit tracker on this app called Notion and I just don't use it because old habits die hard and I have the habit of ignoring my tools. So the plan is to start using my habit tracker every day. I wake up by 8 a.m., sleep by 11 p.m. So my plan is to start relaxing by 10 p.m. My camera's dying. My plan is to start relaxing by 10 p.m. and then track finances is use an Excel sheet, which I have already created, and create a money date with myself each week. Those are all the answers to all the journal prompts. The challenges were to, again, do the non-negotiables, which I have been doing, and create an action plan for the future, which I did by doing my journal prompts. So let's get into dinner, and then we can chat after. So I just ate dinner. I am now going to finish editing the rest of today's vlog, get it scheduled and uploaded, and then I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I hope you all had an amazing day 6. I can't wait to see you all for day 7. And just a reminder, the waitlist for 7 Days of You is linked in the description, and if the 7 Days of You course has already come out, then the course will be linked into the description as well. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!